That's a hell of a way to get a continuous, Mr. Gardner, if you remember that kind of phrase from the Good Wife series, right? So that's what I'm doing. I'm getting a continuous onto that solar station. I mean, already there is one improvement. That Felicity battery we have been like talking about just in very recent video, it's already working here since yesterday evening. And well, today morning we already are absorbing the sun we have, like as much as we have. But this is not everything, and I'm adding additional array. So I previously told you that I will be adding 2 panels there. No, I reconsider. I actually thought that it would be different. And let me show you what exactly I'm doing here. Let's go up here and let me show you. I mean, don't take a look here. It's not finished yet. So I mean, I haven't finished the angle. I have to put it down a little bit so to make it the like same line. No worries, guys, about that. And so far I'm doing it on my own without any additional help from anybody. It's just like really handy to do this from this kind of ladder. I can literally get in here with the hands, so no issues. And then later on I will just get up, and from this place I already mount the top layer, so the top one will be here. And that's the trouble, literally. This one is from 1956. This one is from 1970 or 2 or 4, I just don't remember. So it's really fucking old. And yes, that time at Soviet old era, they were building these buildings like kind of with whatever you had. And I mean, the only straight line we have was on this size and on this size. So I'll have to go up like maybe 10-15 centimeters over the bar. And I mean, I will of course have to adjust this because I mean, again, nobody was doing stuff there for some amount of time. Okay. How do you call it? A piece of chalk helps you literally to get understanding where exactly do you have to put your mounting specific elements. Yes. And that's a trouble because, well, you have to measure hundreds of times here and there, go from here and there and from that side of the roof to get a good understanding where exactly it should be sitting. And I mean, since I reconsidered moving the panels to this place, I haven't taken this enough plates to connect the bar to make it uniform. Come on, stop calling me, please. Don't you see I'm making a video? Okay, so I mean, literally, I just had to use one extra instead of that one. And I mean, I don't care that they will not match evenly because the place where the panel will sit, the mounting will be here, and it doesn't matter that it doesn't match this one at all. It doesn't matter because it'll be able to hold whatever. I mean, that will have enough strength already. I just have to adjust the level a little bit so to make it nice, to make it fine, and that will be absolutely cool. So let me show you how am I progressing, and of course I will show you how the battery works and how the smart output on the Deye inverter also works, because I mean, that's curious. I will have to get to a certain level of charge to actually start charging that car that sits over there. Yeah, this one, the plug-in hybrid. Yeah, hold on a sec, I will give you more updates. Almost done, guys. The rails are almost set. The bottom ones, the one for the album, is not currently set ideally, because, well, I have to mount 3 panels first and then just push it to the limits of the panel hanging there. So I mean, that's going to be adjusted very easily from here. Let's go and check what's inside. But before that, let me show you how the smart load will work. Because as now we have exactly the moment when the battery has still not reached the parameter when the smart output will be on. Oh, by the way, actually I forgot to turn on the circuit breaker here. It should be turned on, but I mean, for now it will not be working as well anyways, because, well, still the battery percentage has not reached the required parameter yet. And I mean, this socket is amazing, absolutely amazing. I'm really impressed with how it fits, how it works, how it holds the cable. Absolutely perfect. That's the wall mount for the outdoor use indefinitely. And I mean, the fiery charger is a good one, the standard one for this simple application like this. And I've got this one for type 1, and I've got the one for Tesla for NACS. So I will show you, I will give you the separate review of this kind of charger later in one of the further videos. So let's go and check inside what's going on the smart load side on the inverter. But first, let's check how everything is looking from down there on the rails on everything.
Well, and here under the roof, there is not much to show. Well, you can clearly see what a mess it is. But I mean, that's how they were building that days, 1970 somethings, whatever. And well, we have what we have, and we work with what we have, of course. Re-roofing would be the ideal option, but I mean, seriously, not at this time, not at this kind of situation we have in country. Anyways, my job, my task was here to ensure that each of those elements went exactly in the place where it's supposed to go, and that it went out of the woods, maybe only like half a centimeter or a centimeter, not more. And the goal is achieved. So, well, let's move to the next step and see how everything works. Okay, and this is how this battery is now mounted. So this is that Felicity that we've been talking about earlier in the previous video. I mean, it is like sitting quite well, quite nice in the corner, and like not taking too much space. Literally, like it fits within the inverter size, just at the bottom. I mean, it doesn't take too much space. Whatever. Cables like go over there and up, and I mean, I used the blue one, the one that was recommended by the manufacturer to be mounted with this exact battery. And what do we have here? Here we have the sun is powering like crazy, 3.6 kilowatts. Oh man, is it too much? How would you believe? I mean, I have 6 panels there, 600 watts each. I mean, the panels are 555 watts each. How can they go more? That's crazy. That's way more than they should have been given. They should be given like 3.3 max. How are they given 3.6? Anyways, like, I mean, even in the battery, there goes way more than expected from this kind of rate. But let's go and check what are the settings on the smart load output. So here it is, and we have the 50% required to be on the battery to get it turned on, and 45 once the battery goes down to 45%. This one should go off. That's it. And the setting here is to be smart load output. And a smart load, I have that EV charger. Not yet, or now, like 50. There should be the click at this exact moment at some point once the relay should work and make it working at that exact time. But I don't see it clicking. Maybe it should pass to 51%. I'm not sure, but it's somewhere really nearby. And I mean, it shows 50, but it might be, 49.7, something like this, because it doesn't output here the dot like point something. So it should be heavily, strictly 50 plus indefinitely. Let's go outside and check. Maybe once we go there, it will get turned on. Okay. So I'm getting here. Let's check what's going on. Well, I see it's working. Okay. I see it's working. It got turned on literally 1 minute 36 seconds ago. Yeah, it does. It does work. It does work. And the battery of this vehicle is getting charged finally. Where's the excess solar at this moment? Like, I specifically set it to be like 50% on, 45 off. Later on, I will move on to be moved to a little bit like higher values, like 90, 95. Probably don't know yet. We'll see in time. Because for today, I mean, I just need to show it to you. And I mean, since it's the very first working day, that's fine. Let's go and back to the inverter site and see how differently does it look from there. What do we see here? We see here the smart word now near the house. So it means that the smart output is working, but the sun is under the cloud, over the cloud. So the cloud is under the sun. And I mean, we don't have the 3.5 kilowatts anymore. We have 0.83 anyways. The rest we are taking from the battery, right? And that's what for you need a damper of 5%. So it keeps working in time, and you can make it work exactly as you need. Of course, the settings of 50/45 are not eternal. You adjust it as per your liking, as per your exact needs. But I mean, this works. This thing works, and for now, I am happy that it works. It doesn't show specifically which exact one goes from the smart output or from the standard, but that's a really ways to distribute your excess power and necessary power to understand that you have excess solar or you don't. Anyways, just like use it as you want. Some inverters have got the
two outputs with one of them is getting off at, for example, like 40%, 50%. So it's the same thing basically here. Just like use it as per your exact thought scenario. We don't have grid right now because I switched it off manually just to check if we are capable of getting off grid through several days. And I mean, I will be eventually getting it turned off up until October, I guess. Up until October, and then we will see. Anyways, let's go and finish the other array setup.
Well, and there is not much to say about this new solar array, aside of the fact that I actually have there 2 panels of Canadian Solar and 2 panels of Longi, and they are kind of different. Longi has got like 35 millimeter thickness frame, and Canadians have got 30. But they are still in sequence in one same array, and I mean, the question is whether it's okay or not. And I will tell you, yes, it is okay, and the reason is very simple here. It's because they have only like maybe 0.1 amps difference in IC and IP max values. If looking at the voltages, it's maybe 0.3, 0.4, 0.5 volts difference in VOC and in voltage at power maximum. So, I mean, seriously, they have kind of very, very same or similar volt ampere parameters, volt ampere characteristics. So you can do this, and no harm to one or another set of panels will be made. There is not much to show. I mean, seriously, you cannot like go connect just connection and just like putting the cables and like connecting them today. Yeah, that's not really the important stuff here. The most important things we have already seen. So yeah, it will work. It will work for my situation as well as it's needed. And what else do I have to say? Yes, it's subscribe, guys, if you want to see more of this kind of content. If you are curious about this, let me know, and we will do the discussions here. Thanks. See you. Bye.